Manager with NORTEC Youth Services.
And what was your vision with this whole thing? Was it just to give these guys LLNP, or was there a more community-minded aspect of it?
There was a much more community-minded aspect to it. It came about after close on a year's worth of consultation with school and community members and all of that sort of stuff, and just trying to supply some sort of education alternative that would meet the needs of people that hadn't really made that transition from primary to secondary school. When we first set up the program, we thought we'd be doing pretty well if we got 10 people enrolled and 6 people attending on average. I think at the moment we've got over 20 enrolled in the program and an average attendance between 8 and 10, which is pretty good, and I think it's actually steadily going up as people get more comfortable and confident with the program. So yeah, it has exceeded our expectations, and I'm going to be really interested to know if it's exceeded the expectations of the participants.
My name's Malcolm, I'm 53, I'm an LLMP teacher for NORTEC. Ex-cop, what can I tell you?
So tell us about the project, the subject at hand. What exactly do you do here? How many days a week do you come here?
I do 2 days a week.
Yep.
First day is language literacy and numeracy program.
Yep.
The second is I basically just oversee and supervise them when they're doing their TVET courses.
Yep.
So if we have language issues or something that we might turn into a lesson the next week based on measurements or volumes or engineering speak per se.
How do you think the guys are going?
They're brilliant, very smart, very bright, keen. When they are here, they apply themselves, which is about 80% of the times. But we get a few that sort of get a bit lazy and don't turn up, and that's one of the challenges, trying to encourage them to turn up.
And what do you do with this project, Mick?
I drive the bus back and forward from Tabulum to Bonalbo.
Yep.
And just fill in whenever I can.
Yep. What's the general sort of vibe about this with those guys that you drive?
No, they enjoy it. Just like everyone has their ups and downs, but they really enjoy coming.
What's the hardest thing about getting them here?
We make sure they're open.
Make sure they're there at their house.
Yeah.
How many houses are out on the community?
A few I haven't counted.
Yeah. And do you have to go around the whole community?
Yeah.
Is that, or all the houses, you pick them up from their house, or is there a designated spot?
Nothing like from the house.
Yeah.
I've always got 1, 2 or 3.
Have we got any more clients through you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'd say about 3 or 4.
Yeah? How long have you been doing LLNP?
For a while now.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
And what's the TAFE course that you're doing it?
Small engines.
Yeah, and who's your teacher?
What's his name? Rich.
Yeah.
Rich.
And you like him?
Yeah, he's alright.
You think he's a good teacher?
Yeah, he's deadly.
They're doing the small motors course. Do you like it, Mark?
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah. How long have you been doing it for?
For a while,
Yeah.
almost a year now.
Really?
Almost a year.
And is Richard a good teacher?
Yeah, both of them.
Richard and Malcolm?
Yeah, they're both mad.
You're learning heaps?
Yeah.
You're a pretty regular attender, aren't you? You come pretty much every week. That's good to see.
Not every week.
What sort of other cool stuff do you do as part of the LLNP project?
I know on motos. You take us golf.
Yeah. And is
Yes.
that's pretty good? It makes it interesting?
Yeah, it's mad.
You do golf? What else have you done?
We go pool.
Yeah?
Working with the students on outdoor power equipment service and maintenance, and using that as a basis for like a TVET type course.
Yep. And so you are employed by TAFE?
Yes.
Yep.
Part-time by TAFE. I have my own mechanical business.
And it's the first time you've ever taught this obviously this sort of crowd?
Yes, definitely. I've had work experience students
Yep.
in my work and stuff in the past, but I've never taught them in class before.
Yep. And so would you say it has met your expectations?
Yes, it has. It's been interesting.
Yep. And what would you say would be the hardest part of your job?
The hardest part, I guess, would be keeping them motivated and keen. You've got to find new and interesting things a lot of the time just to keep them, excited about what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think it's been hugely successful, even with all the flies.
There's plenty of those, isn't there?
We have Tamara, who is going to do a school-based traineeship with us at Connect, starting next year. So she'll do 2 years business service traineeship with us, school-based traineeship.
And when she started, she was shy and withdrawn?
Very shy and quite young lady, but she knew she wanted to do something.
Yeah, so how is she going in this?
Oh, really good. The girls at work love it to death.
If you could scan that, you'll probably see the facilities. It's a mobile teaching facility. Inside, we've got about 15 students that are signed up to the course. On average, we get about between 7 and 10 will turn up on Mondays and Tuesdays. On Mondays, they just do language literacy and numeracy. Prior to the kids coming to the course, I do what we call a PTA or a pre-training assessment, measure their skill levels, and then we give them tests appropriate to their skill levels and a lot of work to try to improve those skill levels until they increase a certain level and they're able to be given some type of certification through the LLNP course. All the kids are pretty savvy with that, even more savvy than me at times. Basically all I do is we'll spend a couple of hours doing reading, spelling, how to sound out words for those that can't read. There's 1 or 2 students like that, but most will probably do with numeracy. And in the afternoon, say an hour after lunch and an hour before they leave, we'll often do a sporting function. We'll either play indoor cricket at the school facilities, go down to the tennis courts, have a hit around just for a bit of fun and exercise. And lately the kids have been asking me, can we play golf? So yesterday, we actually went and had a hit in the golf course, and these kids can really play golf, let me tell you. I'm just an amateur.
What's the age range of the participants?
The youngest I've got, I think, is 16, and we've got a couple of mature age students. Wally Bell, for example, is over 40, but generally between 16 and, say, 25.
What was your biggest apprehension about this job?
Well, funnily enough, when I got recruited to this job, the main reason they recruited me was that I was a little more mature, that my background had some sort of experience dealing with wayward kids. I was told that they were going to be a rough and tumble group, but in fact, once they get to know you, they're great kids. They're friendly, they're witty, they're intelligent. They do fall behind in their schoolwork, the school academic system a little, and that's what I'm here for, to try to improve that. But I was expecting to see a lot of car thieves, street brawlers and that type of thing, but they're not.
Down, the price is right.
Leanne Collison from Casino TAFE. I travel out each Tuesday here to spend time in conjunction with NORTEC, training our lovely people from Tabulum. We're currently doing the Certificate 2 in business with them, and they're learning lots of new skills. We're looking at occupational health and safety at the moment, and we're looking at word processing. Greatest achievement's got to be seeing the girls and the stages that they progress through in the course. They're absolutely wonderful. They come along and we have some theory and do some activities, and they participate, and it just gives you that feedback that they're really understanding what they're doing. It's been an absolutely wonderful experience for me. I really enjoy it, and the other great thing too is the group has grown in size. We started off with 2 or 3, and we've now got about 10 or 11, so it's been an absolutely wonderful thing. Challenges, I guess sometimes trying to motivate and being creative with the delivery of the lessons.
Yeah.
Quite often the delivery, I've certainly changed the style that I would normally do in classes at a TAFE college, so I've now
got more practical, as much hands-on as I can get. Theory isn't easy for these guys to pick up on, and that may be with literacy, and I guess as that starts to improve with your Monday classes out here, it's going to help us with our delivery of our classes as well. But definitely the theory units are the challenging units for us, with having to work out a practical way of doing a theory unit. But we're getting there, and it's worked reasonably well with the occupational health and safety. We had one excursion where they came into the local campus, got to have a look around our model office and our classrooms there, and do some practical activities at the campus. I think it was a really big experience for them, because they've come in and seen how big the learning areas are, but at least now they've got an idea of where they can go and the types of things that we do at our campus in town.
Hi, my name is Tamara.
Do you like the teachers out there?
Yeah, they're very nice.
Do you like the course?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. What sort of stuff do you do in the course?
There's business admin, a lot of things, like you learn how to, a lot of safety issues and things in offices and safety hazards and stuff.
Yeah. And through the course, what are you doing now?
How to make things on Word documents and calendars and stuff.
Yeah. And you are currently doing work experience, is that right? And who are you doing work experience for?
Melissa Hughes.
Yeah. And she works for Connect,
Yeah.
which is a partnership brokership with NORTEC. And do you love the work experience aspect?
Yeah, I do.
And does it make you feel like you are ready for work?
Yes.
Yeah.
And because they're all interested in sport, most of the boys, we'll continue on with a reading task, and this was an article taken out of one of the Brisbane newspapers talking about Broncos star Justin Hodges wants to play fullback like Greg Inglis. Now, they're both Indigenous and they're both huge fans. The kids are all huge fans of this group. So they go through the article, and then again they get a comprehension sheet. This whole thing takes them approximately 45 minutes. First time they wouldn't be able to read it, and they wouldn't be able to respond to it, and also wouldn't have had the inclination to respond to it. But now they'll sit down, they'll grab it, they're so keen, and most of them get about 80 to 90%.
Do you try and search out Aboriginal specific?
I don't want to be put in a position, and I don't think the kids would appreciate it either, if I focus solely on Indigenous subjects.
Yep.
We do touch on them, and if I see something that's relevant to their wants or their needs, I'll include it. NORTEC provide a lot of the material. For example, this bus timetable schedule is part of the PTA. Their improvement is very rapid.
Yeah.
So what I think is that they've retained a lot of the information that they learned earlier, and this is just a refreshing course, a reminder course, and then I remember this now.
Yep.
And then it's exponential. They go from virtually nothing to being able to go through something like this quickly and easily.
And
When they see everyone else doing it, they follow suit. And also, they can quietly say, what's the answer to this one? I do go around and try to assist them as much as I can, but I also try to give them some independence, because this isn't like an ordinary school class. And they actually do support each other academically quite well. So the new ones that come in that might be a bit low jump up very quickly to the levels of the ones that have been here for a while. Actually, I know Alex has been on camera before, now is employed, I think, full-time as a mentor to the students in Bonalbo High School.
Excellent. So, Alex, what's your full name and title?
Mr. Alex Collins. Now I live in Tabulum.
On the community in Tabulum?
Yeah, in the community
Yep.
reserve, yeah.
What do you do at the school?
I help teachers keep the boys going in school here. And
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So you motivate the kid, you work one-on-one with them, or you...
one sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah, just keep them in class.
Yep.
Do what they got to do.
And so were you a part of this LLNP project here in Bonalbo?
Yeah,
And how long were you doing this project?
For about a month.
Yep.
Then I got a call from the school asking if I want to work here.
Yep. Do you think that this is a good incentive, this project?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good to get them out and about.
Yeah.
Yeah, try and encourage them to get up here to do LLNPs, because it's sort of kind of important to them. There was a big change. There was only like 4 or 5 of us at the start, and more boys than girls, but now I think it's more girls than boys.
You paved the road, Alex.
Yeah, I'd like to see it keep it going
Yeah.
for as long as they can. And
Yeah.
maybe more of the people should come and join again.
And you think it's important that it's away from the community?
Yeah,
You
it
think
is.
it's important that it's
Yeah, well, you get more people to come when it's away, like.
really
Yeah, it'll
and to stay.
stay. Like,
So it's a whole day that they've got to
Whole
get
day,
out and
like-
they've got to get.
I think if it was in the community, it'd be they'd come and go, drift in and
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. Hey Eddie,
Hey,
what do they call you guys out at Tabulum?
makers.
How often you go turtle diving?
All the time.